Hey, good morning from the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas. Today I've got a tip for you guys on how to clean out your wood burning stove. It's a beautiful morning. We got turkeys over here, got the rooster making his noise this morning, got the cows behind us. Best place I've ever lived, homesteading. And so what we're doing is we have a wood burning stove that we've had for, we're looking at 5 years now. Last year I cleaned it out, but this year I'm actually ashamed to say that we have not cleaned out any ash over the summer. So we're gonna start in the interior first. Typically I'd start on the exterior, but we're gonna have to start on the interior because we had a lot of moisture in the air last night. And as you can see in this photo, there's a lot of dew on the roof. I don't wanna slip off the roof. So we're gonna start with the interior. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out all the ash. We're gonna shop vac it, get it all cleaned up. I've got to replace some bricks. There's several that are broken, starting to disintegrate. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna replace all the bricks, and we're gonna go over the cost of each one of these things. Once we replace the bricks, then we're gonna go up on the roof. Once it dries, we're gonna go ahead and brush out the flue, the chimney, get all that cleaned out. We're gonna go back in one more time, shake off the baffle, shop vac the rest of it, and then I'm gonna get it prepared for this winter. So we'll show you that setup, and here we go. Okay, so here's the parts that you're gonna need. Whatever the length of your chimney is. So I've got 2 rods here. I believe they're about 8 foot each. I don't have a handle for them. It's not really necessary for me. I've got a good grip on it. It won't be an issue. I went and picked up the bricks from our local hardware store and a 6-inch round chimney brush. Now your chimney might be square, it might be round, might be 8-inch. So you'll have to make sure you measure it before you go to the hardware store if you don't have any of this. Now, you could hire a professional to come and do this. Your area, find out what it would cost to get all this stuff done. But here's my thought. If you can buy once and do this every year, every other year, you're gonna save a lot of money in the long run doing it yourself if you feel comfortable with it. So let's get started. So here we are, we have a metal ash bin that we put all the stuff in. This has been sitting for quite some time, so I'm not really worried about it. Our actually ash pail is very old and all damaged, so I'm gonna be getting a new one this year. So we're gonna start with just scraping out the old ash, and then we'll go from there and shop vac it. We're gonna pull out all of the bricks, we're gonna replace them. You can see, I don't know if you can tell in here, this one's cracked. This one back here, those 2 are cracked, that one right there. So we're gonna unscrew these panels. Mine is a 3/8 socket or flathead. We're gonna pull these top pieces out, pull the bricks out, dispose of them, put the new ones in, finish cleaning up. We're gonna clean out the bottom ashtray, and then like I said, we're gonna brush the top and clean out the baffle. Now we're not gonna dispose of the ash just right away because if you can see, the glass right here is pretty dirty. The best way to clean that, wet paper towel, dab it in some ash, and clean it that way. You're gonna be careful not to damage your glass, scratch it up with a razor knife or whatever. There's different ways to do it. This is probably gonna be the safest, easiest. Then we'll come back and we'll clean all this up. I'm back. So to cut these, could have broken out my tile saw, but that's a lot of work to get that out of here. Didn't want to go through the trouble. So great tool with this bit on it, made it easy work of it. So we're gonna go ahead and install these ones first, since they're in the corners, and then we'll work on the other ones all the way around. So we're gonna do one side at a time. I don't want these falling over while I'm working on the other ones. There you have it, the walls are done. Now we're gonna start with the bottom. Now I have this plug so I can put the ashes down in the bin at the bottom. I don't like using it. I prefer to just do it myself, so I'm actually not gonna put this back in there where it belongs. I'd have to make a good cutout for that thing, and I really don't want to go through the trouble, so I'm just going to cover that over. Now, each wood burning stove is going to be different. Some of them have diagonal cuts, mine doesn't. Glad for that. But this one I did not notice is going to have to be cut back. So we'll be back out with the saw. I'll come right back in, get that installed. Okay, got the cuts made. Well, that's a really tight fit. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to shave it down. All right, I'm back. So I shaved down a little bit off the sides. I don't want to take off too much. Fits down there perfectly. So this is all ready to go. Next, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna see if the roof is dry enough to be able to walk on it and go ahead and brush the flue. So that'll be what we do next. It is good, it's dry enough for us to get up on this roof. We're gonna pull this collar off of here. You can see a lot of creosote and debris on this. I'll go back down, I'll go get the brush. I'm gonna take a camera down in there so you can guys see how nasty it is down in there. The buildup's not too bad. Like I said, we took off some last year, so there's that. We'll set this off to the side. And there's a dirt dauber nest. I'm gonna brush and clean all this up. I'll be right back. Hopefully, it'll be bright enough down in there. You can see all the way down in. Got a spot in here that's got a lot of debris. It's gonna be right on the rim where it comes into the ceiling. Not too bad, actually. I did a good job cleaning it last time. And now to brush it. Feed it in from as close as you can. Make sure everything's tight so you don't lose anything going in there. Got through the thickest part. And I'm at the bottom at the baffle. Now back up. Gotta let the dust settle. So I've got a camera down inside where you can see the debris and all the smoke coming out. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have something in some kind of filter blowing outside. Do not use a shop vac, just vent it in the house. You wanna vent it outside because you will get that debris coming out. And that looks very clean. So the last thing we're gonna do, gonna get a wire brush, we're gonna clean all this up, and then we're gonna go back inside, we're gonna finish up, clean off the baffles, get all the debris off of the baffles, and then we'll pull everything down. For me, there really is no easy way to clean off these baffles. It's gonna cause some problems, but I'm just gonna lean it over and tilt it, move this baffle back, give us some room. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Close this up. I'm gonna turn on our attic fan and suck all this out of here, and then we will shop back the rest of it. Okay, with the attic fan on, it's gonna clear out any of the dust that's in here. Yeah, it's directing it right up that attic fan. Last but not least, we're gonna clean the glass. So I'm gonna pull some of these bricks out. All of these are gonna go to the dump. These are garbage, can't do anything with them. If I had a fire pit, I could also throw them around there. Now we're gonna clean this glass. Now what came out of the chimney, the flue itself, was more of charcoal than it was dust. You don't wanna use that. Now, one last thing you've gotta make sure that you check on is your seal, and I'll show you that real quick. Your seal or your gasket. You may have air leaks going through there. And so the way to test that is take a piece of paper, shut it on it, and see if the paper slides out. Mine was airtight. I checked all sides and it was airtight. It would not pull through here. So my seal doesn't need to be replaced at this point. So we're taking wet paper towel with a dab of ash. This little section right here is gonna be the worst. And there you have it. Ready for winter, which is coming right around the corner. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, Jonathan Daniel with Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. I'm trying to help you guys out with your home ownership. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave me a comment below. You need to get a hold of me. My information's in the description. Thanks.